Movies are like a maze. Both mazes and movies present an interesting pattern that has an agreed-upon entry point and potentially many different exit points. Some movies are expertly designed mazes, crafted by the story writer and skillfully navigated by the director for a satisfying experience. However, in some cases, the filmmakers stumble, go down the wrong path, or end up at a dead end. It's then that you, the viewer, realize the movie has become lost in its own maze. Welcome to The Hell's Gate. From what I can piece together, 1989's The Hell's Gate concerns a science experiment about long-term habitation in a cave. Just a few hours away from emerging from the caves as the world record holder for human isolation underground, our lab rat Maurizio experiences various Catholic visions and disappears from the cameras that his scientist friends are using to monitor him. Concerned something has happened to their friend, the team sets out to rescue Maurizio. Just before entering the cave, they are joined by two random archaeologists, and the team becomes a septet. Into the darkness they go, where they quickly become lost in its maze-like structure of crypts and caverns. There, they find a mystery concerning the number 7, an order of 7 monks that were executed in the caves for witchcraft, and a deadly curse that will take place 700 years after that execution. Initially, I felt the movie was to be given some credit for its high-minded plot. No, not that type of high. I mean, it has a lot of good ideas. People go into a cave, which is a freaky enough place, find even more weirdness, and become lost in a labyrinthian nightmare, where they must realize religious ideas to uncover a mystery, and perhaps a clue to escape. There are lots of movies that manage caves to great effect in this way. The strangeness, the descent, even religious tones are handled, such as in As Above, So Below. So you have a good setting, and the story's ideas of curses and the number 7 is pretty heady stuff for an Italian TV movie. I would, and I'm doing air quotes there, commend the plot for its potential, if director Umberto Lenzi didn't blatantly clue film watchers in as to where he had stolen and then destroyed the movie's ideas from. You see, in the first quarter of the movie, the scientists discovered that Maurizio was reading the famous medieval drug and murder mystery novel, The Name of the Rose, by Umberto Eco. They state that this book must have influenced Maurizio's visions and made him go crazy before he left. Great book, great movie, 50 million copies sold, very popular book. Everything in The Hell's Gate is just about in this novel. You've got monks, murders, religious discussions, visions given from psychedelic drugs, symbology, the number 7, and of course, mazes. This waving of the book in the faces of the people watching it would be a cute reference if the movie The Hell's Gate built upon and expanded on the ideas of the reference. Instead, we get the exact same elements, now smashed up an axe, made hard to see with murky cavern lighting, and monotonously discussed in excruciating detail via boring discussions about religion and spiders. Yeah, spiders. This is film exploitation in its truest form, but it's even worse. It chased its victim that it copied from brazenly on screen and without concern of consequence. Thus, I have no qualms with spoiling this movie. Really, it's a public service at this point to try and ruin this for you so you don't watch it, because it sucks. With all of the Hell's Gate's twists and turns known since they were copied from a better maze, what can a movie maker do to make something scary happen here? Well, they can try doing surprising things in the maze, I guess. Well, this movie doesn't have any of that. Instead, you're treated to people dying in dumb ways. Tarantulas. There's at least 3 minutes of continuous shots of tarantulas in the film. I'm not kidding. We have long shots of tarantulas just walking around in the dark. It's torture when the character menaced by these spiders has a gun and doesn't think to shoot the spiders. It's ridiculous when just a few scenes later, another potential victim of the spiders just burns them alive by throwing an exploding lamp at them. What was the big deal? Why did the other guy die? When the plot loses steam and can't work out how to motivate characters to go deeper into the cave, because it would go against all logic, despite these long conversations these characters have about how logical they are, the movie just literally decides to start making the cave explode to push the characters along. It's the least creative thing I've seen. It's like putting them in a haunted house ride where you walk through a path, and the characters push you along the path so you don't stay in one place and meet up with the other guest. Eventually, the characters realize that they are victims based on their religious status, and it's revealed that 2 of the characters were Jehovah's Witnesses. One character says that they tried to convert him off-screen. I mean, sure, witnesses can be kind of pushy, but really? You just shove in a plot point like that about something that happened off-screen? It's stupid. After many disappointing, boring, and long conversations about religion and the number 7, the characters realize that the monks are able to transform into spiders and other creatures. All hope seems lost. Luckily, they managed to make a radio by taping 2 radios together. Don't ask. And they secure a rescue through a radio message. They then decide to use their remaining precious battery life by playing rock music for 3 hours. If you're stuck in a cave, I don't care who said they're going to come rescue you. I'm not going to listen to the last bits of battery I have with rock music. I'm going to conserve it. So the rescuers arrive, 7 fellows in modern mining gear and monk sandals? That's right. The monks can transform into people. They can mimic miner outfits, miner hats with lamps, but shoes? That's a step too far for these ghouls. So they get revealed by their shoes. It's the stupidest thing I've seen. It's so stupid. Oh my god. The ending is incredibly dumb. It was all a dream! And the events from the movie start look like they're about to happen again, and the woman is trapped and doomed to repeat them. What I don't get is that, why doesn't she just walk away? There's no reason to go into that cave. If you know everything that's about to happen, just walk away. It doesn't make any sense. This movie gets 1 spider for wasting my time and stealing someone else's ideas. And I'm about to put on my squashing sandals.